Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us once again on this Discipline Therapy Thursday for your Discipline Therapy podcast with your two amazing and incredible hosts, Suhey Sotomayor, and with me always doing his thing, Mr. EL Discipline. And also, for you guys, if you like the content, if you like what we're putting out, hit that like button, share, follow, comment. If you want to be part of the show, you can leave us, you can email us. The business email is ssotomayor0307 @gmail.com. Or you can hit us up on our DMs on Instagram. Mr. Yield Discipline, what's the other one?
Therapy.com.
www.disciplinetherapypodcast.com.
All right.
But wait, before we get started, because I always forget this, and he gets himself together, I'm going to just clear the energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Discipline Therapy Thursdays. We know y'all fiends, so we're serving you your dose weekly of Discipline Therapy where everything is completely free. See, if you subscribe, there's no monthly fee. It's free. It's judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or roll a blunt. But the main thing is make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and vulgar conversation. Prepare your mind to be fed like one up. Inhale life and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're here. All right. Episode 72. Do great and powerful men and women settle for less or lesser men or women? What do you think? I think so.
Both.
Yeah, both. Powerful men and women. Men, I think, just always settle for, because we've had this conversation before.
Mhm.
They always, they don't go for women that are their level higher. They don't care, right? I
Mm.
mean, they can be. That would be a nice bonus, but they don't really. Powerful women, I think, have a harder time getting a man that's up, her level or higher. So she definitely settles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, and the thing is, women don't women don't want to settle because a lot of them practice hypergamy and they're unaware of it. Um, which is dating somebody of sociological, economical, or higher educational background, status,
Mm-hmm.
financial status as well. So women date
I
up
think they do know
just to
though.
summarize it.
Mm-hmm.
Women date up. They may not know of the word. They
Oh yeah,
know.
I
They
didn't know
know
the
that
word.
they know that they up, but they
Mm-hmm.
don't know that they practice hypergamy. So women date up
Mm-hmm.
in every capacity possible because the way a woman's um DNA when it comes to like biology and science, the way a woman is designed is she's designed to be attracted to the stronger genes subconsciously. And
Mm.
that could be strength in the entirety. It doesn't have to be literal. It could be
Okay.
like um
Mental.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's a mental alpha dominant, psychological dominant, emotionally dominant, emotional intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
physical dominant, alpha, muscles,
Right.
strong,
Tattoos.
tattoos, yeah, deep voice,
Mm-hmm.
beards, facial structure, jawline, dark eyes, maybe. Um, I said height,
Yes.
height.
Mm-hmm.
Just assertiveness. So women always date better than them.
Mm.
It's just in their DNA, and it's instinctively, it's subconsciously that they are attracted to this. You know,
So it's like in them. That's what they. That's what inside. That's what their insides
y-
call to go with that type of guy.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So what ends up happening is the higher a woman elevates in life, she believes that she can find her counterpart. She believes that she can find equal or higher, but what what a lot of women don't realize is because a lot of them live in a fairy tale world is the higher a status of a man is as well, you know, he's either going to be taken or he's not going to be into you.
into the woman that's work just as high, like high
Yeah.
status? Why do you
Yes.
think that is
So
though?
because for a man,
Yeah, like why
or
do you think a
why do they
woman?
won't realize it?
No, no, no. A man, like why would a high status man not want a high status woman? Like I would think they
Be
do so that they can have a, build that conglomerate type.
See, that's a specific type of man, and I was gonna get into that. Most men, how many men do you think about building?
That's true.
Exactly. So when men have it, I got a lot of money. I got a lot of status. I can take care of everything. Who cares what she brings to the table? She just needs to look good, cook, clean, maybe suck my dick.
So wait,
Bring me peace.
you're talking about a man who already he's
Yeah.
already established.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you got to understand that when men get to their pinnacle of their life, career,
Right, where they want to be.
whatever, inner consciousness, spirituality, the biggest thing that they value is peace. The biggest thing that they value is submission. The biggest thing that they value is a feminine woman. The biggest thing that they value is a woman that can cater, love,
Cooperate.
cooperate, be nice.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to understand that, and I don't want to generalize,
Mhm.
but most women that have gotten to that level of on the same status of a man, because at the end of the day, if a woman wants to make that money, be that CEO, she has to be like a man. She has to be
Mhm.
like a shark, like a man. So some women, that's why I won't generalize. Some women can't differentiate. Sometimes they try to bring that in the relationship or the courtship
Mm.
before you guys get it. So men automatically get turned off by that because they're like masculine energy. Maybe
Mm.
they don't put two and two together. You know,
Who's the women
the
or the men?
men, maybe they don't use their brain efficiently like I do, or
Mhm.
what I'm saying. They
Mhm.
may not even, oh shit, I never thought about masculine energy and feminine energy. We have both of those in us. We're born
Mm.
with both of, you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like an alpha male can have feminine energy. Well, all men and women
Right,
have,
we all have
yeah,
both,
we
right.
come from men and women.
Mhm.
But an alpha male, his feminine energy is really low. His masculine energy is really high. An
Mm.
alpha female, I don't believe it exists, an alpha female.
I mean,
Maybe
she could be more
in
alpha than other
maybe
females.
in the work environment. But when they meet a real man, they submit
But so
stronger.
you're talking about you don't believe in an alpha female in a relationship with a man.
Yeah,
But in
in
her
the
life she can. In
workplace.
her
Yeah,
regular life.
that
Okay.
most women get that confused.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm alpha. Yeah, in your work.
Right.
In
Outside
your
of your
relationship,
relationship.
you running shit too, you dominating in bed, everything that you do is alpha, you see? So now, when these women, they get to that level of alpha, they have suppressed their femininity and their
Okay.
masculinity is high.
Okay.
Remember, inequality beats equality. That's why opposites attract. I wrote that in the first book, The Seduction of Discipline.
Mhm.
So if you are the same, it is polarity. This is science,
Mhm.
biology. It is polarity. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
when you are the same, it doesn't work. Opposites need to attract for it to be work and for it to sustain as far as the relationship dynamic. Y'all might attract each other because she looks good,
Right.
she got money and
Visually,
stuff like
right.
that. But once they get in a relationship and he realizes she has habits like me, she's dominant, she's this, she's combative, she's
He's not gonna like
aggressive,
her no more.
he's not gonna like it. He might keep being with her depending on if her pussy's good, she looks good. But he's saying to himself in his mind, I'll never marry her,
Mm.
I'll never have kids, this won't be long term. He might not tell her that because there's a lot of guys that wear
That's
masks.
true.
Once these men figure this out, depending on what they bring into the table, good sex, good head, or whatever, he might keep them around. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, a real alpha male, because these are probably alpha betas, a real alpha male's gonna just be like, yo, this isn't gonna work out. He's gonna tell you why it's not gonna work out.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
But let me ask you a question though. So then we just talked about men who already have established their money, their power, they're in
Yeah.
they're where they want to be. So how about men who are still working towards getting to where they want to be? Will
Ye
they?
Yes,
Ah, pues there
yes.
we
For
go.
example, like me, I said this in the show, season 6, I think it was 65, when we brought Shayna on
Mhm.
the what's more important.
Right.
physical appearance and stuff.
Pick one.
And
Yeah.
I said,
That was so
I
good.
don't give a damn about an alpha female who's financially independent, makes a shitload of money, status and stuff, unless I can use her for
Mm,
my gain as well. And then my gain will be us building together, conglomerate. Because I'm
mm,
thinking about together. You got to understand that I don't want to get too much into it because we got bullets. You got
right.
to understand how first human nature is.
Mm,
Man is selfish by nature. Women aren't. Women are programmed to be inclusive and have inclusive
right.
relationships.
We're
Men are
givers.
programmed to be yes. Men are programmed to have exclusive shit. A man is inclined to be like, "Fuck the crowd, I'm going." More women, most women, I don't want to say all, but most women are programmed. Oh, I want everybody to like me. I want everybody to get along. I want this. Oh my God, look at that cat up on the tree. I want to save it. Me, on the other hand, I see a cat on the tree. I move like I didn't see it. You see the care factor? You see the emotions?
Yeah, but you're that's because you don't like cats. If you saw a
Okay,
dog,
okay, a dog, same thing.
you wouldn't try to help a dog.
No, I'm not thinking
Nice.
about, yo, I'm risking my life. What if I fall down the tree, break my neck? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I might call the fire department. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not
Mm.
gonna do it myself. A woman, on the other hand, would want to do that shit. Cause she's a fucking rescuer. Most of them have rescuer
Most
syndrome.
women don't want to climb up a tree, though. I think we would call too. Yes, I
Yeah.
agree what you're saying. We are, rescuers, and we
Yeah,
want to fix
it's
things.
been proven.
Yes.
Science,
Yeah.
biology, it's been proven through history that women love to rescue and be of service and be needed. So what ends up happening is because of this nature, women, if they are getting their career, this and that, I'm building whatever it is, that's showing that she's like moving like a man, like she's selfish. So now when y'all get together, instead of y'all building together, guess what's happening? Y'all building apart.
I don't know.
She's an entrepreneur, so is he. She gotta close a deal in China. He gotta close a deal in New York. They're barely seeing each other. Eventually, there's gonna be divorce. Unless they get into a relationship where they say, this is not just marriage, this is business.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta stay together because kids, because this, because we got all this money and stuff like that. Then there won't be no sex, barely, no affection, none of that. They're just going into it as a business thing.
Okay.
You see, that's how it would work. But most people that they want those other things as well, they're gonna drift apart. Then there's gonna be divorce being initiated. This is the result of it. Cheating, perhaps. This
Mm.
is the result of it, and it might be more on the man than the woman, or it might be more on the woman than the man. It depends.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Depends on sex drive. Depends on how they are. So women don't understand this, that they think that, well, I'll say that in my final thoughts.
All right.
But
So,
yeah, so what happens is because they're like moving like a man and it is that masculine energy, these men that they really want are being repelled.
mm,
So now they have no choice but to settle for the weaker guy that they maybe take care of, that they maybe whatever.
go 50-50 on.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you think these types of people use money to attract their potential counterpart?
Both, yes. Both of them leave with their pockets. I'm gonna give you go ahead. I'm gonna give you examples.
No, I'm saying you think that the women do too?
Yes,
That's
that's why I'm gonna
interesting.
give you an example. You
I
ready?
definitely
Or
think
you
men do, but go ahead.
okay. Men will literally straight up leave with their pockets, tell you that
Yep.
shit. Yo, baby girl, just giving examples because women have screenshotted shit to me. Send me a titty. I'm from Dubai. I'm from
Mm,
the UK. I'll cash app you. Send me ass. Hey, come spend the night with me. Give me conversation, and I'll give you 50K.
mm.
Right? So they will straight
That's
up
some
put
good
that shit on
conversation.
the table. What a woman does it discreetly. Strong, independent. I don't need a man to do shit, not pay my bills, none of that shit. Look what I bring to the table. Bad bitch. Got my own money. Make six figures of blah, blah, blah. I bet you one of them female rappers sung
Mm,
that shit. Maybe not verbatim, but
mm-hmm.
did that shit.
I
That's a
see what you're
woman leading
saying.
with her pockets. But it's you see how it's different? The
Mm,
man is more straight up, but the woman is more discreet about it. They're both leading with their pockets.
mm.
Now, the thing is, that's attractive for every woman, the money. Maybe not that way. Maybe not the way that he approached it. But if a woman sees a man financially independent, that's attractive to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for a man. Unless he's a shit guy who's broke, don't got shit going for himself, nothing, beta male shit guy.
So
Then money is attractive to him. But men, when they look at women with money, it devalues her in our minds.
that's interesting because
Because
I don't
we
see
are
how why that would
because we
be.
are inclined to being providers. The only man it attracts would be someone like me who's a businessman, a hustler, who's gonna say, yo, her money is gonna help me and my stuff. I don't gotta go to a bank. I could borrow it from my spouse and pay her back whenever because that's
Mm,
my spouse. We could build together. Yo, let's build this money to buy this property and
mm,
do this. You see how it works for a businessman and a hustler?
mm-hmm.
But most men are not.
Yeah, but
Most men just do their own thing. If they're rich, they're gonna get with a woman. Hey, quit McDonald's right now. I'll pay everything.
I mean, I would quit McDonald's, but what I'm saying is because I have cousins, I have friends, guys, that they say a woman who has her shit together is attractive also because they don't have to. This is just what I've heard, or growing up or whatever.
Because they don't need them. They're not gonna use them for
Yes,
their
because they're
money.
not gonna use them
Yeah.
exactly.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. Here's the thing with that. No, let me be precise. Real men don't want broke bitches who lazy. They're not doing
So
anything.
lazy. That's what I've heard. Oh,
Yeah.
she's not lazy. She has her
But
own
but
shit.
you gotta understand. Remember the scenario with the rich man saying quit McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
She's still working, even if she's getting minimum wage. She's still getting something.
Right.
Real men don't fuck with broke women unless they look good. These IG models, I'm just fucking her for the night. Rappers, athletes, on the
Okay.
low,
All
maybe
right.
fucking strippers and shit like that. But strippers got money. But I'm just talking about the bottom of the bottom women. IG models, but they probably work at McDonald's getting minimum wage,
Mm.
right? Um, they got these $10 dresses on, but they got $1 million attitudes.
Ah.
They look really good. They're broke. They look really good. They will get fucked.
Yeah. The ones that have
The
like the mattress on the floor type.
Yes, these men won't cuff them because
Mm.
they see lazy, whatever it is, but I could get myself
Right.
off.
Right. Yeah, I've heard
Now,
that too.
a man that sees a woman that got her own money, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
looking at her, oh, she's not lazy or whatever. That's attractive. Now, you got to look at it this way. You got to look at it this way. Me, the most attractive thing for me for a woman is a hustle.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Not a lot of men think like this.
Mm-hmm.
So men who are rich will look at a woman and say, "Oh, she's broke or whatever it is. I can change her life. Oh, she's broke. She's lazy, but she looks good. I can fuck her, but I'm not gonna claim anything else. If she's lazy, she might not be able to cook, clean, none of that stuff. Why would she be in my house and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like? Why would I want to
Right.
change her life? You see, that's where it differentiates. You see what I'm saying? But it's like if you look at a hustler and a businessman, a workaholic male, the hustle in a woman is gonna attract him.
It's almost like a woman. It's like a double-edged sword. Like if you make too much money, it's frowned upon by men who are trying to, I guess, start their family. A man of high caliber also is frowned upon. It's like you have to be in the kind of like in the middle. Don't make
Okay,
too much, but you
okay,
got to work.
okay. Let me speak for me. Let me speak for me. I already spoke on what men feel.
Mm,
Let me speak on me. Me, it doesn't matter if she's broke, rich, in the middle.
okay.
You see, what you got to understand is the reason I speak for a lot of men is because I've said this in previous episodes. Men don't know how to use their women efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Anything about a woman that is too higher than him makes him feel insecure. That's why I said, let me talk about
Oh,
me.
I got
I've
you.
dated women that were 6'2" and shit like that. I've dated women that were more dominant. I've dated women that were
More dominant?
that had more money than me. I've dated RNs that made more money that made like 120 while I was making 80,000.
Mm,
And I always control the relationship. The RN actually, I told her, my money is your money, but your money is mine as well. I'm controlling everything. Oh,
mm,
yeah, no problem, daddy. She was very submissive. She understood I'm ride or die. My money is yours. That was her mentality.
mm,
So men don't have these type, a lot of men don't have these guts. They don't have these balls.
to
They
tell
don't
him
have
that.
this gangster in them to be able to go into a situation and do that like I do it. You
Mm,
see, that's why I say it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? But I was speaking earlier about generalizing men. Women in general, you know, they don't turn me off
they don't turn you off?
as far as the
Oh,
rich and
okay, gotcha.
status and stuff
Powerful women,
like that.
got you.
Now it's not saying that they're gonna like me. They might like me because they see sexual value with him. He's a
Mm,
dominant.
mm-hmm.
A lot of men are boring. Only 2% of them in this world never met one in my life. So
Mm,
that raises me up.
right. The
But
curiosity of
but
you.
it's like he doesn't make millions a year.
Mm,
I do. You see?
mm,
So it's like she might still fuck with me, but I could learn from him. He's intelligent. He got ambition. He got potential. You see all these other things that the money's the only thing that's the problem for her. She'll still
mm.
fuck with me
That's true.
because she might say I could help him get there
Yeah.
financially at least. Everything else he could get.
Which comes back down to her, to women being that helper.
Yeah, but at the
Mm,
end of the day, I'm gonna have to work hard and show her what I bring to the table so she'll at least fuck with me. The
mm-hmm.
moment she could realize she makes more money than me, she automatically loses respect.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to show her more. I'm gonna have to work harder.
Whereas a woman doesn't have to do that with the men.
Yeah,
Gotcha. All right. So do you think financial abuse, do men or women do it more?
men,
I totally agree with you.
men, because most men think, and most men are dumb. You know what I'm saying? Most men are dumb. We have bigger brains than women, but women use it more efficiently to know how to manipulate. They're smarter.
Oh
They
yeah.
pick up on things, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They pay attention to detail, whereas
Mm-hmm.
men don't, right? A lot of men are dumb. Not all men,
Mm-hmm.
but most of them are dumb. So they believe money is power.
Yeah.
So they believe if you ask a question, whoever makes the most money, do they control the relationship? Most men are gonna say yeah. Me, I'm gonna say no. Why?
Mm.
I was in a circumstance. Like I said, a lot of dudes out here ain't gangster. A
Right.
lot of dudes out here don't really have balls. They go in relationship 50-50. They submit to the woman after they get the woman.
Mm.
Why do I say this? Done a lot of I've been around.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when I used to do door to door, and I'm like, your
No.
wife doesn't work, you make all the money. Why
But
won't
she's
you
the
buy this
boss.
product? Oh, she's the boss though.
Yeah.
I make all the money, but she makes all the most rules. What? Beta. Beta. You see what I'm saying? So it's like in that circumstance, you see how I'm proving that wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Money isn't power because she got it. He's probably saying pussy is power.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
I submit to that. So
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day,
Or if I don't do it, she says she won't give me any.
yeah, I'm sleeping on the couch,
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
dog house and shit
Mm-hmm.
like that, right? So what happens is men believe money is power. So when they get in relationship with a woman and they want to provide everything, it's like, yo, if I'm gonna be doing all this stuff, you gotta be willing to do everything, even if it's beyond your limits.
Like what?
Depends what their dynamic is.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
Got
like
you.
financial domination.
Okay. Got
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
So it's
Um,
like I'm paying all the bills, but you got to do, and they like rattle off a list of what they
yeah.
have to do.
Remember Pretty Woman,
Yeah.
1990,
Mm-hmm.
Richard
Gear.
Gere,
Mm-hmm.
Julia Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like financial domination to me. He was a
Well, it
nice
was a
guy.
business transaction,
Okay,
but I
but
but I do
but
understand.
you
Yeah.
can see that what a lot of women don't put in their mind is they say that, yo, I want a six-figure guy, I want 6 feet tall, I want all this other stuff. They don't look at internally though. What's gonna come with all that? They
Mm.
don't look at that because what can come with all that is narcissism,
A bad attitude.
egotistical,
Yep.
abuse, physical.
Mental,
They
emotional. Yep.
don't know that until they get in a relationship. So it's like a guy like Richard
Gear.
Gere, yeah, he He portrayed a nice guy.
Yeah.
But what if he didn't?
Like the friend in the movie.
Yeah, we've heard stories. The Jeffrey Epstein guy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Awful.
So you see what I'm
And the
saying?
other guy,
You see what I'm
Hollywood,
saying?
other
He definitely believed that money was power.
Oh yes,
You see what I'm saying?
definitely,
So like most men
100%.
that reach that level, they never had power before and all that other stuff. They believe money is power because money can just get them everything. So
Like R. Kelly
they are inclined to yeah,
to use it. Yep.
yeah, they are inclined to use it.
So then, do you feel like most people are intimidated by independent men and women? Independent
Yeah,
men and women? I don't know if I'm intimidated by the independent man or woman.
strong independent
Maybe
women. Yeah,
a person with more money and power than me, but I don't know about strong and independent. I know pretty strong and independent people now. They don't intimidate me.
yeah. Well, okay, that's you.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, we said, are
That's true.
most people intimidated by strong independent? Yes. And I'm going to
Interesting.
tell you why. When you see independent men and women and strong, it it is a reflection of I don't need anybody.
Okay.
Women love to feel needed, and so do men.
They both like to feel
Women
needed.
love to feel needed in a nurturing aspect. Men love to feel needed on a provider, protector, giver, security, dominance, sex aspect, physicality, right?
Okay.
So when people are preaching strong independent, it's like I don't need you. Men and women are intimidated of that, especially men towards women and women towards men. And I'm gonna tell you why. A lot of women are intimidated of a strong, focused, disciplined um
Men.
man, dominant man. Why? Because most women are used to controlling men and
Okay.
they get gratification from that. The only place they may not want control is the bedroom. But everything else, do what I say. Adhere to my demands. Don't look at other women. Be monogamous. This is the way a relationship is supposed to be. Most women, not all of them, but most women go into their relationships this way. You got to be loyal to me. And her
Mm.
definition of loyalty is different from his, but she's projecting how she believes in her ideology upon him. So
Mm-hmm.
she thinks loyalty is faithful, and that's how you should be.
Right.
She doesn't care about his love language, probably.
But she
They
probably doesn't know about
they
it.
interchange the two. Men do not.
Men.
Most men do not. That's why a man could still be loyal but cheat. Because his way of loyalty and their faithfulness, they don't interchange. They don't interchange. It is a history of men cheating on women,
Mm-hmm.
men lying to women, having another on the side. It is a history. Why? We have to figure this out because in a man's logic, when men and women brains are wired differently, he probably doesn't believe loyalty and faithful are the same.
Oh, maybe.
Women do. So they
Yeah.
project that upon men. Women are constantly doing this. So it's like the moment they see a man, let's say, for example, me, I'm dangerous to them because they're like, God, I'm going to submit to him.
Mm.
Meanwhile, all my men in my past, even my dad, my father, spoiled the shit out of me. He submitted to me.
Mm.
This man will not. I'm intimidated of him. I can't control him.
I see what you're saying. It
Now I
makes
got to bring
sense.
more to the table,
Mm.
not just sex and a good looking body and face.
Right.
That's
Or not
intimidating.
just cooking good
That's
either.
intimidating because when I don't get what I want, I can't even manipulate this guy.
Mm-hmm. I guess,
He's
yeah, that makes
too
sense.
weird to me. You see?
Right.
S-
Or they might try to push a guy's buttons and see that he has, if he has his own, emotional intelligence and doesn't get moved by it. Now she's like, well, hold up. Now what I
Yeah.
gotta do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And men are intimidated by women because I said this in episode 31, I think season 3 finale, the tables always turn. You know, the whole explosion of feminism and stuff, men are intimidated of that.
No.
Strong, independent, I don't need you. I pay my own bills. What you here for? Just dick? Okay, I could buy a toy. But if you're just gonna be here for dick, give me the good dick and then be along your way. You
Mm.
don't have to fix nothing, teach me nothing, stay here, none of that stuff. This is how a lot of women are. These strong, independent, financially independent,
Mm-hmm.
rich women. This is how they think. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what's a man gonna provide me?
No, no, no.
A guy,
I
I
got
need
you.
yard work done. I could pay a dude. I could buy a gun and license it. I don't need a dude to protect me. I
That's
got
true.
all this shit I could do for myself. I don't know how to do something. Go on YouTube. A man will teach me how to do that. My tire blew out. I could call AAA. A man's gonna come and change it. So why do I need a man?
Mm.
But men are helping me still. I may have to spend a little bread, but I don't really need a companion. I could have dick when I feel horny, but
I
I don't
think,
need a companion. I don't need a life partner. This is how a lot of these women
yeah.
probably think. They probably it's in their subconscious. They probably not articulating this way, but it's probably in their
No, I
subconscious.
think they're articulate like that, but I think that they say that when they're feeling themselves, when they're in a good place, like they're feeling
Yeah.
good. When they're not, that's when they come with the, I wish I had somebody just to talk, to have that camaraderie with, that
Might be during
companionship.
Valentine's Day. Might be
Yeah.
during their birthday.
Or when they're sick at home and nobody's there to take care of them, watching TV. It could be one of
Yeah, it
those.
might be birthday,
Yeah.
winter season.
Yep.
Tough into yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That might be it. Like this single shit don't hit you until
Until it's a
at
couple,
night
it's something to do with a couple.
or
Yeah.
at night
Yeah.
when you
Definitely.
sleeping alone and shit like that. Yeah, that's why a lot of them are prone to be workaholics because
Mm-hmm.
it keeps their mind off of that.
It keeps it busy.
Mind
Yeah.
off sex, mind off having a partner. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, they're definitely inclined. So that's what the men will feel afraid because if a man feels like he's in a place where he's not needed, he's not gonna want to stay.
Right.
Oh, she just wants me for dick. Okay, I'll cheat.
Yeah.
Still, I'll say that we're in a relationship, but I'll still cheat because she don't fucking need me.
I feel that in this generation, or rather at this time, that way of thinking is on both parts. Like a woman who makes money, like an RN, especially now, they're making a lot of money. I could see her saying, "I don't need a man, just come and give me dick." But I could also see a guy in this time, this day and age, saying, "Fuck it, if that's all she wants, that's all I'm gonna give her.
Yeah,
I don't need to be in a
yeah.
relationship
I'm
either."
I'm the type of man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you're
toot.
different.
I'm not gonna toot my horns a lot, so much on the
Toot
show.
toot.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do that enough on like audio shows and stuff like that. But just to say this and then we'll move forward, I'm the type of man to change a woman or woman's ideology of men. Why? Because when a woman says, I don't need a man, I don't need a companion, and a man like me comes into her life who's teaching her things she don't know. There's a lot of shit women don't know. Could be sports, BDSM, change a tire, all a lot of shit women don't know. I educate. I dominate, give her great sex, stability, emotional, help her build emotional intelligence, emotional stability. I provide. It could be finances, taking care of bills. Yo, baby, don't bring in those groceries. They're too heavy. I'm gonna bring it. Don't lift that table. You're gonna pull out your back. Stop being stubborn. Still know your place and you're steadfast. She starts to appreciate a man. And she starts to say, damn, I need a man. Damn, men are not all the same. You see,
Mm.
women go into that ideology because they were hurt, whatever it is. So now they're like, oh, I end up doing shit by myself. Anyways, never had a man to defend me.
Mm.
I'm doing shit. I'm fighting niggas.
And most of
Meanwhile, he's running away.
And most of the time, it's because they're picking the same type of man over and over and over again.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So that's what happens.
So now, do you think younger women are aware that they will have peak years of fertility, like dating options, but will lose influence on men as they age? I think that they do.
No
Because then what is the clock, the ticking, what's that called?
biological clock.
So what was that? That's them knowing you don't have a lot of time to get this kid out there. But I think nowadays a lot of women are saying I can raise I can raise a baby by myself.
Yeah, because they see other women probably doing it and they're successful.
Right, but
This woman is okay, okay, okay. Okay, here's the summary of all this. Social media,
mm,
feminist friends in your group, feminism, all of these things, social constructs, all these ideologies that people made up, false narratives, right? This is all this stuff that is playing in these women's heads to make sure they say, like what you said, oh, I could take care of this kid on my own. And he's still gonna grow up masculine.
mm.
Oh, I could do this. I got options. Why do they think they have options, Sue?
I don't know.
because they got fucking beta male simps in their DMs and comments
That's funny.
saying, I love you, I marry you, validating them daily. Yes, I want to eat, but pudding on your ass. Women have screenshotted shit and sent me. Look at these
So
weirdos.
weird.
Weirdos. I'm embarrassed of them.
Oh,
Like you willing to do that to a stranger? Niggas is eating ass out. Like it's like you willing to eat ass off a stranger. It's a first encounter. That's how you DM a woman?
right? So odd. That's so odd.
This is embarrassment.
Yeah.
That these women have sent me this stuff. This is embarrassment of it. There's a lack of masculinity in this world. This is why these women think they have options.
But
Because when once it's not working with you, because I had this said to me in the past, and I said this in a prior show with the Dominican, the old one, they will say, I got niggas waiting for a text back if you don't treat me right. I got niggas waiting to marry me. I got niggas that want to fuck. Guess what? They're lying to themselves. Why?
Because they're nervous.
No,
Then I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you.
The women are lying to
Because-
themselves, or the men?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Because they got these men in their DMs.
Yes, and it's false options. Why? Easy. One, they're not interacting with these guys. And the irony about it is, these men who are validating you, you look down upon them and you don't like them.
That's so true.
Because it's bigger than the attraction. It's the respect level. When a woman has respect for you, a lot of things come with that.
Yeah. You know what I don't understand? When women put like half naked pictures up, and then when a man hits them up on DM, is
Yeah.
oh, well, you're thirsty.
Yes.
What's the purpose then? You put it up for a reason,
Yes.
right?
Women do that for men.
Right.
That's why we've
But then they call them thirsty.
yeah, that's why we've seen because because they're dumb. They just wanna they just wanna dangle banana
food.
in the cage. Why are you trying to grab that shit?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Behave.
Yeah.
And then they do it again. What's wrong? You doing it again? Behave. What's wrong with you? I'm just dangling some shit. Don't you have
Mhm.
control of yourself?
That's
see?
true.
You see? It's the same thing with women just projecting their feelings upon men, not understanding man nature. So at
But
the end
let's
of
go back to this though. The
yes,
fertility.
at the end of the day, when they're doing that stuff, these women don't have options. Because at the end of the day, that's still women that's saying that these guys are waiting for a text back. Fellas, let me give you some gems. A woman says that to you, test her gangster. Okay? Call her bluff. Okay? Tell her DM them back then. Why are you even talking to me about it? She's bluffing. Because a woman would not tell you that if she was about action.
That's
You
true.
see what
She'd
I'm
be trying
saying?
to hide it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got to understand. You got to learn how to play chess because they're playing checkers. You're playing high stakes poker. They're playing old maid. There's fundamental differences the way men think and women think.
That's very true. That is
You,
very
you
true.
see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a woman that's doing that to you, like I know so much about psychology that she's just testing me. She's trying to have me, oh my God, I'm going to lose her to somebody else. If you're
Mhm.
confident and you know what you're providing her, call her bluff.
Yeah, so do
Baby,
it.
why you even wasting time? Don't do it then. Text these niggas back. Clearly, you ain't texting back because you're not interested.
Mhm.
Clearly, you ain't texting back because you loyal to me. So what the fuck you talking about? Text these niggas back. Leave if you want to leave. She ain't gonna leave.
So wait, but in the beginning of the bullet, I said, do you feel like younger women are aware that they only have limited peak years of
No,
fertility?
they
You don't
don't.
think so?
No.
So then, what is with the
Biological clock.
So why can't I
That
remember that
shit,
word?
that shit is like Disney movies and stuff. That shit is female envy. Oh my God, look at Facebook. All my friends are getting married. I'm 30 years old. I'm 31. I don't have kids yet. I gotta rush and get a husband. But does he want a wife? When you ask a man, what's your purpose for dating? But does he want a wife?
Yeah, but we just said that her she may not even want to get married either. She just wants the baby.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they're my opinion, they don't believe their peak years because of so much things that I've mentioned: social media, social constructs, social conditioning, television shows,
Believe
music.
me, they know because I have friends that are like, I'm thinking about freezing my eggs.
Your opinion. Me, younger girls don't realize this. They think they're gonna be young forever. What's the city girl? Whatever.
Yes. Well,
City girl.
younger girls
What do
don't.
they
That's
call that?
true.
What do they call that?
I don't know.
City girl summer,
I don't know. I don't
hot
know.
girl, whatever. Yeah,
Hot
they
girl summer.
think,
Hot girl summer. I think it was.
yes. This is why when they post stuff on social media, you see, women are not inclined to thinking 5 years, 10 years from now.
No. Well, I don't know if it's just women. I think it's young-minded, or just
Yes.
young in age.
That's why I'm saying we're talking about younger girls,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That's
Yes. So
true.
younger women, in my opinion,
Well,
they're not
women
aware
in
of
their
this.
30s are younger than me. That's why I said that. That's why I was like, well, I
And
know
if they're
girls.
pretty and spoiled and got nice bodies, they already have these thirsty, weak beta male simps that's catering to them, putting them on a pedestal, and they believe that they're gonna be looking good forever and they're always gonna have influence on men. Listen, listen. You don't know what the game is like until you in it. You
Mm-hmm.
be watching from the sidelines. A lot of these women are watching from the sidelines. Once you hit that 40, 45, 50, and you realize that you don't have influence anymore, and you got to get a pet for a boyfriend, then you realize it because now you're in the game.
Got you. So then, do you think that men try to attract the best-looking woman they can afford?
Yes, because like we said in
What
the
does that mean that they can afford? Like,
watch this, watch this. In the season 6 premiere, Social Media Models Are Overrated, episode 60. Remember when I said the simp beta guy can watch the model, the IG model,
right?
and say, "Damn, she's so beautiful. I love her. I want to marry her. I want her to be mother of my kids. I want her to introduce her to my mom."
Mm,
Don't you think that's asinine?
yes,
Why is it asinine?
because he's basing it on her looks and not her mentality.
Exactly. So a man who's not confident in himself, he may be an overweight dude, ugly. He's gonna look at himself and her and say, "I'll never get it. She out of my league." But if I got money,
If I
I'm
buy her
now
things,
now I'm handsome.
I
So
see.
these men think this way. Do you think I think this way?
No.
Exactly. So most men, they're not in that top tier of the entirety of an alpha male.
Mm,
Physical, mental, sexual prowess, intelligence, psychology, everything as far as being, you see what I'm saying? They're not in that top level. They may be top level money, but they're not in every capacity to a point where they say, like me, a woman is nothing to me until I make her something special to me. So when I look
I
at,
don't see guys doing that at all.
when I look at women, especially the best looking, I already have preconceived notions of her
That she's
or
stuck up,
stuck up
spoiled.
and all this other stuff. I may try to approach. The moment she proves me right, I'm ghost.
Mm.
Why? Because
It's a headache for
I'm
you.
still a man, heterosexual. The attraction is gonna the
Bring you
physical,
there.
yes, the physical appearance is the allure. It's gonna bring me to talk to you. Once I realize she don't have a personality, I'm gone. Other guys, you see the difference? They're saying
They'll
you're
keep going.
beautiful and all this, I'll marry you and stuff because they're not looking internally. Me,
Mm.
I'm not even thinking of family, kids, marrying you, introducing you to people I care about because
Mm.
I gotta know.
Right. Just because she's pretty don't mean that she
So
already
you're
got the
not a
ticket.
woman is nothing to me until I make her something to me. And the most beautiful woman, I'll treat her like shit. I'll walk past her. You see, I won't validate her
Okay.
because she's already used to that.
So you think men try to attract the best looking woman they can afford, and women go after? Do women go after the highest financial status of a man that they can attract?
Yes.
Okay, then who does it more? Do the men do it more, or do the women do it more? I think men do it more because, like you said, a woman who is already making her money, she's gonna be like, I don't need your money. I got my own.
Hmm. Absolutely. I
Mm,
concur. The way you explained it, I concur. Men definitely do it more.
mm-hmm.
Women will, like you said, they'll date a guy, they'll date a guy under them financially, but not a guy under them.
Right.
Because the guy may not be there, like I mentioned earlier, the guy may not be, she might make 120, he makes 90K, but
As long as he got that hustle
he got
in
a big
him.
dick. He's
That's
good
true.
at bed. He's good in bed. Sexual prowess. He's intelligent. He got potential, ambition.
He's loving.
He's loving. He's
Mhm.
caring. He's
That'll
understanding. He
carry a
gives
guy
me
a lot.
emotional stability, structure. He's protecting. He got muscles, power. He can dominate. He can bring other things. His character. He's honest. He's so in a way, he's still valuable. She takes away the money because we live in a world of capitalism. So we can still go 50-50 on the bills. He could control all the money. I don't care. I'll submit to him because of
Yep.
all these other things. He makes me feel like a woman. He can control my money too. You see?
So
That's the exception. But how many men in this world are like this man?
that's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
So most women, they'll get with that guy. Maybe he doesn't have money like I do, but he got a big dick and he fucks me well. And he loves me okay, I'll keep him around.
So then I think then men care mostly about looks and women about money, but men care more men care mostly about looks than women do money. Is that a fair assumption?
Yes, definitely. Because like I said, a man can get a woman with the gift of gab.
A good looking
I
man,
could
that's
walk
not a
into
source.
I could walk into the store, fitted V-neck shirt, tattoos looking right,
Yep.
fitted pants, some Converse sneakers, Reebok, not even expensive shit like $10 sneakers on, and I'll bag a chick, best looking chick, gift a gab, the way I make her feel, right? And I don't even have to tell her, yo, I'm a host of a podcast. I got 7 books. I got money. I don't need to bring all of those things. Just alone. Words are a woman's weakness. Just alone. That's why books and music, they love. What is the middle ground? Words. So at the end of the day, you could get a woman if you got the gift of
Yeah,
gab.
that's
You don't
true.
need money. That's why I say more men than women. Because a woman will get with a guy. Most women are not even attractive to guys that's saying they got money. That's putting it out there.
Yeah.
The money phones on social media. They
Yeah.
think these
The
guys are,
women just roll their eyes at that shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's
you
like,
got,
why are you doing that? Why are you trying to make yourself
yes,
more?
the only women that love that are women who have poverty PTSD. Traumatic experiences from poverty,
Yeah.
grew up in a single household, didn't have money growing up, gold diggers, opportunists. Those are the only women that will, oh my God, he makes my pussy wet.
Well, but those are the type of women, though, that will try to make their money and focus on their career because for that specific reason, too, which leads us into this next bullet. Why do most women focus on their career and wait on romance and relationship and marriage? And I think that a lot of that has to do with that. It has to do with how they grew up, what they saw growing up, or what they didn't see. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's why, or what was drilled into them.
yeah.
You could have a mother or a father. If you're the only child and you're a girl, the father's gonna tell her, you have to make your own money. Don't depend on anybody. And that's how I feel like these women that come out that are so career driven and stuff, it's because of everything
We're,
mixed together.
we're in an age of new era prostitution,
Yes.
and the men are leading it. These simps with the that's patronizing these women. The I got money, and these guys that cannot sustain a conversation, so they'll get into your DM and doing one or two things: sending you a dick pic or propositioning for money. Baby, I'm living UK, I live in Australia, I live in wherever, New York. I'll send you money. All you gotta do is converse with me, have a conversation. I'll send you money. All you gotta do is send me a titty ass. This is new age prostitution. The men are leading it.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Most women are not gonna fall for that because, like
And
you
it's
said,
so easy now too with OnlyFans and you know all those other stuff.
yeah,
So studies and research have shown that most men and women who suffered from traumatic experience with poverty care more about money in their relationship dynamic or even in the courting stage. Do you think this is true? I do think this is true.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Women, when the women focus on their career and they wait on romance and relationship, they think that it's gonna be there forever, right? The one we were talking about before, they think it's gonna be there forever. Like, uh, it's not.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's just it's not unless you built a dynamic with a man and you're like, wait for me. You
Yeah.
see?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like the longer a woman waits for romance, the more men are gonna be taken, the best ones. You're more inclined to sharing him.
Mm.
Now, the longer she waits, the more beta males she's gonna get
The more beta male she's gonna attract.
and get
Okay, got
to a relationship
you. Mm-hmm,
where
mm-hmm.
she's gonna be the sole with a provider. I gotta protect him. I gotta teach him. He can't fuck me right. He can't teach me nothing. They're
I'd rather
inclined to
be
getting.
alone
They're
than
in,
end up with a person
yeah,
like
you'll
that.
get a cat or something or a
Hell
pet
no.
for a
Maybe like
boyfriend.
5
You
cats.
see, this is what ends up happening
Mm.
when they think they're gonna wait. Let me get my bag now. Wait on the romance. They're not thinking.
Mm.
You see, when they think like this also comes from trauma. A
Definitely.
woman that wants to focus on her bag and sex has been hurt a lot, right?
I
Because
mean,
studies show that women are not the most happiest when they're making the most money. They're the happiest when they're in healthy relationships,
mm-hmm.
loving, great sex
Right.
relationships.
That's why I said I think it's like a number of things. It's
Yeah,
how they grew up, any past experience, stuff
yeah.
like that.
Do men care about a woman's financial status, economic value, or notoriety?
No.
No. Yes, no. Do women care about men's?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. You gotta show her you bring something to the table for she to even wanna fucking blink at you twice, look at you twice.
But I
Not
think
all
it's
of us are blessed to walk into a bar looking like me and you'll get looks.
that's true.
Not all of us are blessed this way. Where
Mm-hmm.
I've had women come up to me. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not all of us are blessed this way, but it's like we have to, as men, always show them what we bring. Because she could still come up to me. She wants to get to know what I bring to the table.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's physically attractive. He got me. But let me find out about him.
Right.
What's his mind at? What does he do for a living? What you see?
Mm. Well, I
Yeah.
think women do that because, like you said before, like we're the ones that are thinking like the next step. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
if I want to have a kid, can he, help me with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Absolutely.
I think that was the question, the very beginning question.
Yeah. That's why I'm reiterating because we go back to
Oh,
like I want to try to do this now where we reiterate the
the
topic,
topic,
especially if it's a
like Laura.
question.
Oh, okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? We could either do it in the beginning or towards the end.
Okay.
So we're gonna reiterate the question. So do great, powerful men and women settle for lesser than themselves?
Yes.
Yes, I think both parties. The way we both dissected it, science and biology, the imbalance of masculinity and femininity, how it's going backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Men are being more masculine, men are being. It's it's that it ends up being that a man can make a lot of money and still be feminine.
Yeah.
Because in his job and what he's doing as far as being a shark in the world doesn't count from what he is in his relationship and with people he loves and is close with. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A man who's in the bedroom that's telling you to peg him, put that dildo up my ass, is still beta feminine. I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
It's still beta feminine.
I agree.
A lot of people don't talk about this, but it's still beta. It's still submissive.
Yes,
Hey, do
definitely.
what you want to do. I'm
Yeah.
not knocking what you like, but I'm just saying what is a fact. Alpha is not alpha unless you are alpha in the entirety.
Mm,
Now, a man doesn't have to make 6 figures. He can still be alpha.
that's true. Did you?
That's what a lot of people don't talk about.
I wanted to say how how you said women say they want a man with who's 6 feet tall, who makes 6 figures, with 6 packs for abs.
Hmm.
I saw some like a meme saying all these 666s that women are asking that requiring a man. Fuck around, you're gonna wind up with the devil. I was like, that is so clever. And then when you brought it up now, I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
It's funny. It's funny because that's not what
It's true.
666 means.
I know, I know.
Yeah,
That's that's what they
that's
they
what they
they drilled
associate
in
it with.
us, right? But it's
Yeah,
not. It's actually a good thing. But
yeah,
we're not
yeah.
gonna for that little meme. I understood the joke.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
true because at the end of the day, you got to look at it this way. You got to
you're
look at
not
it.
a woman's not looking out at the inside. She's only looking at how tall, what he could bring
Yes.
to the table.
The only thing that may last till eternity is the finances. And that is if
Maybe.
you invested.
And you can't even bring it with you.
That is if you invested. Here's the things that change that finance. God forbid he's the sole provider in the house and something happens to him. He gets hurt, or God forbid he gets
Yep.
killed.
Yep.
That's where the finance changes. What if he didn't put you in his will or as a beneficiary? You're fucked.
Oh,
Okay?
yes.
So I want people to understand that if you both did the proper adjustments with investing, your money can go long and you will create generational wealth. Huh? Let me
Mm-hmm.
reiterate. If you made the proper adjustments, you're not buying Gucci, Louis, cars, and all this other stuff. You're buying different things that will last long. Land, not just property.
Mm-hmm.
Trust, bonds. You're leaving something for your kids, for their kids. Now you're building generational wealth.
Yep.
You see? This is where it lasts. However, the six figures, six pack, all this other shit don't mean shit. Why?
Because all that goes away.
Exactly. So if you lucky enough to make it to your 80, 70, whatever it is, will this shit matter? Most women that care about men being 6'2", 6'5", and something, and they're 5'4",
Shrink. Mm-hmm.
5'5", 5'2", the reason is because they're insecure. They're looking at what other people are gonna think. How am I gonna look with this guy in public? How my friends gonna see him? That's what they care about. They don't give a fuck, because if that nigga is fucking 6'5", but his dick is this big,
it's awful.
yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
disappointing.
You see? But a lot of people don't talk about this, right? That's a conversation a lot of people not ready for.
Yep.
Yeah. You see? So at the end of the day, the height shit don't matter. All this shit is superficialities.
Yep.
And do they count if you're gonna be 70? No. So a lot of women that think this way are young-minded. And I
Yeah.
say young-minded because there are 45, 50-year-old
Yep.
women who think like this.
100%. There's 60, 67-year-old women that
Yeah.
think like this.
So at the end of the day, a woman that wants those things, she might correlate that with dominance. She might
or
correlate.
power. Mm-hmm.
She might go, oh, he's tall, got a lot of money, muscles, tattoos, six pack, 8-pack, right? She's like, that's dominance, sexual arousal. How I'm gonna look when we go out. I'm gonna feel secure being around, because I'm not secure. I'm not confident. So he's gonna give me that. It's just so great to be around him. I love to be protected. This is in their mind. And I know this because I know female nature. So these females that think like this, and I say these females, not all, think like this because they are really fucked up.
Yeah. It's crazy. So do you believe men use power to get sex and women use sex to acquire power? 100%.
1,000%.
On everything I have, that is the
1,000%.
most truest statement I've ever seen.
Check this out. The biggest irony about money with men is they use it to attract women, but then they complain about gold diggers.
Yep.
The biggest irony about women being objectified and all this shit, OnlyFans and all that stuff, they don't want to be viewed as sex objects. They're talking about women empowerment, and you're entitled to your own opinion. Some women might think this is women empowerment. Women empowerment is whatever way you could do to express yourself. Okay, you're entitled to your own opinion. That's feminism. Okay, that's women empowerment. Okay. My opinion is no, it's not. Because women have always been viewed as sex objects, 1950s, all these other things. So how is this empowering them? No, because you're still in the same space. I'm going to use you for money, for sex. And that's all you're good for. There's no elevation. So in my opinion, that's not women empowerment. The irony about women not wanting to be viewed as sex objects, most of them use their body to get men.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, when you ask a woman what she brings to the table, a lot of them won't know, because most of their lives they manipulated. They utilize sex. They wouldn't say sorry to a man. They just put their hair in a ponytail. I'm ready to suck your dick right now. I'm gonna cook you something. I'm gonna send you a titty. Oh, you're mad at me? Let me send you an ass. I've experienced this. I've experienced this in the past. And I used to tell those women, yo, sending me your ass ain't gonna, you got to take accountability for your actions.
Right.
And I was 22, 23. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yo, a dummy out there could never compare me, even if they tried. They can never compare me. They can try to compare me, but they're a dummy. Because
Dummies.
because they probably never met a man like me. Not your father was like me, not your brothers, nobody you dated. You could reincarnate as a bee. You'll still never find anybody like me, even in the next
Well,
life.
I don't think there's any that man or woman that's like you that thinks the way you
You see what I'm saying?
do.
And people could say, yeah, we're all different. We have all unique talents or whatever. But when you hear a man like me that's saying put your clothes back on, that's not common. Even the highest
No.
value of a man that makes a lot of money is not saying that. Because he's benefiting from these women taking their clothes off, probably plays prostitutes. So he's supporting it.
Yeah, that's true.
So let me keep my mouth shut about it. You see? But he's also, him not doing this is also gonna land him a woman that probably will do this one day that he wants to cuff. So it's a problem.
That's true.
That's like a woman not opening her mouth about these women, but they have daughters. That means you got to control everything for your daughters. Don't be influenced to this. Music, television, you got to go to school with her. See who her friends are around.
That
Yeah, yeah.
music and movies,
These
I
women are
always
just these women are just lazy. These women are just lazy. These men are just lazy.
Mm.
That's what it comes down to. So women have always used their body as sex objects, and even the woman that is your girl, even your girl, because this has happened to me.
like your girlfriend?
Yeah, this has
Okay.
happened to me. That we got into an argument. She fucked up somehow, and she just sent me her ass. Oh, daddy, you still mad? Sending me an ass. Like, okay, so this is gonna help? Like, what are you sending me this for? So I'll be happy and I'll just forget about what you did? No, when you come over or I go over there or we meet someplace, we're gonna talk about this shit. She's probably on the other side. Oh shit. Well, I can fucking get him. You see? So it's even happened with the most good girl. It can
Mm.
happen. You see what I'm saying? So it's like men are essential in putting their foot down because women have these treacherous, deceitful behaviors in them.
That's true.
It's just nature.
It is. It's
My
true. It's
3-year-old
true.
niece is a little manipulative.
Yeah. My daughter, I used to
She'll
spot it.
cry to know
Yeah.
what she wants. She'll bat her pretty little cheeks and her eyes at me. And I gotta be strong. No.
You don't give
Even
in?
though I want to give in.
Oh, so
No.
you want to give in?
Yeah.
Aw.
But it's like, this is what I
Yeah, you're
mean.
trying to
That
teach
they
her.
learn this from little.
Oh my God, yeah.
You see that a dominant figure, husband, boyfriend, father, mentors, teachers, whatever. These is why they're essential for this shit because
Yeah.
girls gone wild.
And mothers make the, you know what, mothers, because I fell into this one myself too. When my daughter was, really little, I taught her how to do that. And then she
Mm.
tried to use it on me. I was like, no, 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 no. That look, I taught you that look. Go use it on him. Don't use it on me, fool.
Is if it okay? We said it's yes.
Yes.
Is a powerful man more attractive to females than a powerful woman more attractive to males?
Yes. Definitely.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
women want to be, taken care of.
Yeah, it's not just that. Like this goes back to biology and science.
And
Like,
plus, I don't think I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't think a guy wants a woman that's more powerful than him.
yeah, I'm gonna break down the biology and
Pues, go
science.
ahead.
Women correlate everything with a man with power and dominance. And if you have like if she could see the color of your aura, it's blue, it's purple, it's yellow. Oh my God, it's even more enticing. That might be a spiritual person, right? A psychic or something, right? But women correlate that with power. This is why I'm gonna give you an example. Have you ever heard women love men in uniforms?
Yes.
Cop uniforms.
Not me.
Okay, some women love men in cop uniforms,
Yeah.
firefighters dressed in a suit. Why do you think that is? Because these uniforms correlate with power in a woman's psyche. She may not put two and two together.
Okay.
This is me putting my mind in their mind, understanding female nature. Women see a man in a tailored suit as power.
Even tailored jeans, like fitted.
Yeah,
Very nice.
as
Yeah.
power, as sex. Because women correlate everything with sex. to a man's
Yeah,
deep
why do they do
voice,
that?
to a man's deep voice, the way he looks, maybe a beard, maybe
Just the way he smells.
yes,
Mhm.
women hands, like whatever it is, she's
Mhm.
looking you up and down. Gift the gap. She's correlating the way he dances. Oh my God, he
Oh,
knows how to
yeah,
dance.
that's
The way he moves
great.
his hips, the way she's looking at all those things and correlating that with sex.
Yes.
So when she sees a man with a uniform, she thinks it's power.
Mhm.
This is why a powerful man is attractive to her because it makes her feel girly. Men don't care
I
about
see.
powerful women because men, they won't admit it because they don't want to sound toxic, narcissistic egomaniacs. Men want control and power and dominance in their relationships.
That makes sense. That's why they wouldn't want a
So
powerful
that's
woman.
why they don't want a powerful woman or
That
an
makes
alpha or
sense.
whatever it is. The irony about women pumping their chest like gorillas, I'm an alpha, I'm strong, I don't need a man, you don't need to provide for me, I got my own. They're losing the men they want because there's no communication there.
Mm.
Me, on the other hand, I had a conversation with a woman like this and she thanked me.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I said, "You're masculine." Even though you look beautiful on the outside, you wear
Mhm,
heels and dress.
mhm.
You have a lot of masculine energy. And guess what? You're inclined to getting with the simps and the beta males because men like me look at you as disgusting. We look at you as just pussy. And that's all you're going to be because of your energy.
Mm.
This stuff about I don't need a
Jeez.
man and I don't need to love and pumping your chest like a gorilla is unattractive. But the fact that you look like good pussy, probably have it, and you look good, I'll still fuck with you. Maybe in a man's mind. Not me, I was telling her. You
Mm.
don't attract me. No disrespect, I said to her. You don't attract me because of this solely. I think you've been hurt and you have a lot of toxic tendencies that you need to
Work
confront
on, yeah.
and work on. This is bad. This is evil. You have an evil soul, I feel. Why don't you love?
Oh
Why
my
don't you need
lord.
a man? This is not attractive. And maybe other men feel this, but they never had the balls to tell you. She appreciated me. She told me thank you
Wow.
because she didn't even realize it. It was an Aries woman, Boricua.
Mm. Interesting.
She didn't even realize it about herself. So the
I don't think a
irony,
lot of people do
the
realize
thing
it
is, these
about them.
women think they're showing off. But the irony is, you're repelling the men that you really want, and you're gonna be left with the
Mhm.
scraps,
Scraps.
or sharing a guy.
Yeah.
Because the guy that you really want is going to a more feminine woman, going to a softer woman.
Mhm.
And I was even telling her when we having this conversation, you're raising your voice higher than me, masculine. When we're having this conversation, you keep cutting me off, masculine. I'm respectful towards you. I say, sorry, I'm cutting you off. I let you speak. Masculine. I was telling her masculine traits that no other man, probably not even her father, was telling her. Right?
That's true
And
too.
she thanked me. And I explained to her. I wasn't like, yo, you're speaking over me. Stop doing that. Like I didn't do that. I
Right.
told her why. And I
Mm.
said, well, you can keep being this way, but this is the result. Do whatever
Mhm.
you want to do. But this is the result. So I did that because I like to explain things. I don't like making people look dumb.
Mm. Yeah, that's true.
You,
You're
you,
you're you're an educator.
you see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like I helped her realize that she was like, damn, no man ever told me. I say, yeah, because men probably look at you as pussy. But you put these masculine traits. That's why you get the guy that cheats, that lies, that keeps shit because he's looking at you as pussy, but he don't have respect. I said, when you building a relationship with a man, you should want him to respect you. She was like, yo, you
You get
see?
a lot of that.
You should want him to respect you. So
Mhm.
she appreciated me. I thought she was gonna fucking hang up the phone,
Right, curse you
block
out
me
and
online,
cry.
curse me out, say,
She
why you
definitely
being
cried.
so mean? I thought she was gonna do that, but she had emotional intelligence. She took it like a woman, and she said,
Good for her.
what it was. Okay, so recently I released a sub, and it was one sided.
What does that mean, one-sided?
Me, I
Oh,
released
it's
her.
on your
She probably still wants to be with me, and
Oh.
when she came back the second time, the stipulation was these would be your duties. And one of them would be about communication, conversation, because I build off connection, and you remaining consistent.
Wait,
So,
you got rid of her because she wanted to get her bag first? Like get her like what?
yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry.
so this is what happened.
Mm.
Me, I'm very supportive. Well, I was very supportive of her career, her endeavors.
Okay.
I also wanted to help or whatever it is. You get in your bag and all that. Um, but this is what needs to be also. So I want to help women out there because this is what happened. She is building a vlog now.
Okay.
She got equipment. She's gonna start a podcast. She got her real estate license. She's investing in this non-profitable organization. She's also going to school full time. She's been doing photography. She is the complete, like, what do you say, female version of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, I like that shit because we can build. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
the hustler and the businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Other men is intimidating and it's a turnoff. She stopped being consistent.
With you.
She didn't even know I had an audio show out.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
She stopped being consistent. The textings, we weren't conversing anymore. She lives in LA.
Mm.
So now I'm like, you know what? I told you when she sent me everything she was doing, I was like, this is great. And I want to tell you, good luck with your future endeavors. Why? Because I had told you there was a stipulation coming in here.
Mm.
Mind you, this is a woman who's under 30 years old, doesn't have children, right?
Yeah.
So now I say, I was supportive of what you were doing. And the stipulation of you doing all those things was you have to do more work. I said, let me elaborate because I like to explain.
Mm.
See, most men would have just gone ghost, not even tell you what you did.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's true.
said, it's great that you're giving all this shit energy, keyword, but you ain't giving me none.
Mm.
So you giving all that shit energy, I'm not getting the same energy. I feel a type of way. We're building emotions with each other and stuff like that. Like you're not here for what it is. You gotta understand, you getting your bag. Whether you taking me for granted, keep me on the back burner because you're the man you want to marry, maybe have kids with one day. We've already had the conversation of me having kids with other women because you saying you're not ready for that, and you're fine being in the poly. You've already accepted that. But what happens one day if I'm hanging out with my wives, kids, and you want to see me? You're coming out here, and I say I can't. I'm chilling with my sons, son and daughter, whatever it
Yeah, with
is,
your family.
with my family. I can't. You're gonna feel a type of way now.
Mm.
See? Women agree to
But
things when they
why?
feel like, let me finish. Women agree to things when they feel like they're gonna get equal benefits.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll have kids with other women, but I'll still have you in my life. This is when I broke it down where you're probably gonna have an issue. So you gotta make a decision. You can be a sub forever, and I don't have kids with you. But you gotta do your job. What is your job? Building with me.
Mm.
You gotta understand I'm evolving every day. You gotta keep getting to know me. You didn't know I had an audio show about that hurts. That's disrespectful. Shouldn't you be keeping track of my shit too? It's a selfish woman. Remember in the
Mm.
beginning I said when you're
Mm-hmm.
going your separate ways? Selfish. Okay. You cannot be a submissive because you're not doing what a submissive should do. Should I give you a pass? You're not even articulating. You're not even being open. You're not even asking for a pass. So I don't even know what's going on your end.
So all
You're,
she did was just tell you what she's been up to.
yes, you're dismissed. You see? And the door is closed forever, which is like sad. Because at the end of the day,
Wow.
like I said, it's a rarity where you're gonna find she's Boricua, Dominican, and Samoan.
Mm.
All these dominant genes in her. we would have some dominant kids. So at the end of the day, she's like nice body, pretty face, under 30, intelligent. Obviously, she's a hustler. It's like niggas would have been like, damn, dude, give in a little bit.
Right.
You see?
But wait, can I ask you this?
Because at the end of the day, I'll let you get to it. I said this in episode 27, loyalty and trust. I value values, morals, honesty, respect, openness, communication, and all these other aspects that are non-physical than actual physical human beings. Didn't I say that in that show?
Yes, you did.
Yes. So it doesn't matter if I love you. If you do me dirty, there's going to be consequences. It doesn't matter if I love you. If you misbehave, you're going to get punishment or discipline. It doesn't matter if I love you with every fiber of my being. If you are not doing your job, you're going to get fired.
Yeah.
I don't care about the future and the chemistry. The history don't matter if the chemistry ain't there.
That's
I'm
true.
a very serious man. I'm a very strict but fair man. People gotta study me, and I always say that even in this show, right?
Yes.
Subs or acquiring subs or future subs, whatever, future mothers, wives of my kids, study this man. You have every opportunity to study this man. He's an open book. And this is why the podcast was created. Because before I was private, remember when you told me to come, yo, you should do a podcast? Oh, I'm bringing you on because it was your idea. I don't want to take credit for your idea. Plus, I'm not going to stand on here and just debate by myself. Okay? And I said that at first I didn't want to do YouTube. You said, yo, you got a lot of females that want to see you. You should do it. I thought about it. Let's trial and error. The response was great. Okay, you're right. I gave you your dues, right? Okay. So at the end of the day, like, to me, it's like, this show was started because of that. I've had subs, no, not subs. I had women that wanted to be my subs come in my DM and say, I want to be your sub, but I would never be your sub because you show too much.
Like
where do I show too much?
Of your life?
On the podcast.
You show too much of your life?
Yeah. And I said, Miss, you just started following me. This was the purpose. Why don't you scroll down? I'm a private motherfucker. This has been a lot for me to come out.
Yeah.
When I went on the show and I brought a sub on one of the first shows I was on in June 23rd, 2016, the R&R show. Shout out to Raphael, one of my boys.
And
coming out with a book too. Shout out to Raphael.
What about what's her face?
And Karma. I went on that show and I brought a sub with me. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that because I'm so private about this lifestyle. But when I talked to Karma was like, yo, a lot of bitches been abused and they thought they was in BDSM.
Yeah.
You could help a lot of people. Yeah. She put that into my mind and I was like, if I could help people, I'll do it. That pushed me to do it. So this submissive that was in my DM, she don't even know what she's talking about, right?
Definitely.
She just probably watched 30 seconds of one episode and was like, he's giving too much. I don't like that. I want to be privileged.
Yeah.
Baby girl, you don't even know what the fuck is going on. This took a lot for me to create.
Yeah.
I'm actually losing money doing this because I could be doing some other stuff. We do this for you.
That's true.
So it's like this is free. That's why I always say in the beginning, everything is free. This is free. You don't gotta subscribe for a monthly shit. This is free. So take advantage of this. You want the mind of an alpha male, a dominant who lives a lifestyle BDSM 24/7? Take advantage. There's not education like this out.
And plus, you know what? Today's prices ain't tomorrow's prices. So if it's free today, it might not be free forever. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so that's
But wait, I have a question. If she was when she was still your sub, right? Let's say you didn't break it, you didn't end things with her, and you are with your family, your wives, and your children, and if she's still your sub though, at the end of the day, and she said, "Hey, I'm coming out," wouldn't you tell her, "All right, come and stay with the family, see the kids"?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Or do you
when I look for
subs?
When I look for subs now, I look for subs that can fit in my lifestyle.
Right.
That's
It
also
sounds like
gonna
she
fit.
sounds
No,
like
no, no,
she
no.
fit.
Let me finish. That's also gonna fit in my family, my
Right.
own family, not my
Right.
immediate one.
Right.
So if she's not willing to be poly or accept me how I am, cool, you're gonna be on the outside. You will be an outside sub. So you won't be in the house. Because why am I gonna confuse my kids when they see a third woman or a fourth one? You see? Oh,
Oh,
Poppy, who's this? What am I gonna say? Oh, this is a friend of your dad's.
this is your tia.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, if they're your
We
subs,
talked about lying to your kids earlier. You see what I'm saying? If I didn't
you
have
want it
kids
to
with
be.
her,
I got you. I
okay,
got
I'm gonna give you an example. If I have 3 subs and I have kids with 2, and a third one is just my sub, okay, that can be Thea,
you. Okay.
okay? Because I don't have kids with her. Yeah,
Okay.
it's Thea. But now I'm bringing a stranger that the kids never met.
Mm.
So what am I
So
gonna
she would have to
say?
be like
Oh,
more in their
this is Tia,
lives.
and now the kids start because you know how acquisitive kids are.
Yeah.
How come we never met Tia?
Mm.
This is my aunt. How come we never met them?
Yeah.
Now you start lying to your kids, and now you got to make sure that lie goes on forever because when they get 20 years old and they found out you lied to them, we talked about this.
Yes. Damn it! I got so many
See, so
questions now.
when I look for subs now, I'm looking. Would she be cool with Polly? If not, and we're both feeling each other, I'm gonna let her know that she's gonna be on the outskirts, and there may not be certain benefits, time, attention. You see, it's like if you live in a different state and you're coming out here. Let's say she planned it. Okay, let's say she planned it. Then I can take time. Okay, daddy's not gonna be here for the weekend.
Okay.
Then I can take time. But let's say it's like a surprise visit.
Well, yeah. Surprise visit is always
Let's
bad.
say it's Monday. Let's say it's Monday, and she says, "Yo, I'm coming this weekend." I had already promised my daughter or my son I was going to a football game
Mm-hmm.
or
Or something.
whatever,
Right.
or we're spending time at the house or something. Now I'm gonna cancel
Mm.
because you see,
Yeah.
there's see what I mean. And this is conversations that need to be had.
Right.
So I had this conversation with her in the phone, and she's just not responsive. So you not being responsive let me know you don't care.
Right. I
So
got
I'm
you.
fine with you not caring. The door is closed. So guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? This is what's gonna happen with her. She's gonna elevate so high, and congratulations to her. She is gonna be inclined to getting with weaker. And people may say, "Oh, you're being a hater," and don't think like that. That's thinking that she might get lucky and find that 1% male who is everything she wanted. You're telling me she experienced discipline and
And she's gonna find another one.
no. She experienced discipline and she's gonna find another 1% male who's also black,
That's just like you.
who's also this way and stuff like that. She might find a rich beta male who's narcissistic, may lie
Yeah.
and cheat. Now, the way she was behaving with me, God and the ancestors might bring the karma back to her.
That's
And now
true.
she might find a guy that's not being open,
Mm.
lying,
Mm.
cheating, not being honest about him having a poly lifestyle. He had another wife, never told me about. That might be her karma
Well,
by the way she reacted and
that's
treated
true.
me. You see, my
Mm.
karma's always good because I always treat people how I want to be treated. 1, 2, I don't go ghost with females. I let them know what they did so they can learn. So that's still my karma. I always do my due diligence, not because I care about how you feel about my honesty, because of how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to to sleep well at night. So the
Mm.
respect and the love that I had for you to give you that right to
That
let you know
honesty.
what the fuck you did. It's
Mm.
courtesy.
Mm.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
People could say whatever they want to say about me. He's bad. He's misogynistic. He's a bad boy. He's this. He's wrong. He only holds the women accountable. He only holds the men
That's not true.
accountable. They could say whatever they want to say about me. At the end of the day, this is what it is.
Mm.
You see what I'm
You're a very
saying?
man of your word.
We live in a world of spiritual, not physical. So whatever you do with your soul is gonna come back in the next life.
100%.
Go ahead.
No, are we ready for final thoughts?
Yeah.
All right. So final thoughts on
What do you think? And
do,
then I'm gonna read mine.
do great, powerful men and women settle for less? I agree with that statement. But I'm not. I'm great and powerful in my own way. I really don't have any.
Why are you laughing at that?
Uh,
That's true because
it is
it's in
true,
your
but I don't.
ideology.
I do. I am great and
Yeah.
powerful, but I mean, I don't
Power
think
is
I've.
not
Go ahead.
power is not just a physical thing.
I know.
Okay.
I think that I think there's someone out there for everybody. And just because you are a powerful or a great man or woman, uh, maybe that your perfect counterpart is out there. You just have to keep looking.
Yeah, he's a beta male. He's a simp.
Alrighty then.
He's a lesser than a less guy because you're the more dominant one. Go ahead.
No, that's it.
I agree
I'm
with
gonna
you.
let you have your
I
thoughts.
agree with you. There's somebody out there for everybody, but it's not going to be the man you want or the woman you want. And I'm speaking for men and women. If you are a dominant man, most likely you're going to want a submissive woman. If you settle for the alpha female or the dominant female, be ready to change her. Me, I can get an alpha female and change her. I give her a time frame. She's not willing to change. Bye. Good luck with your future endeavors. You see?
Hmm.
Because I'm not going to simp. I'm not going to compromise with you. In any relationship dynamic, heterosexual, non-heterosexual, masculine and feminine. This is a fact. This is polarity. This is science and biology. Huh? People
Hmm.
take notes, pay tuition because class is in session. At the end of the day, there is somebody for everybody. The most alpha dominant female. If you get with an alpha dominant male, be ready to submit because he's not. And that is going to lead to chaos. So
Yeah.
somebody's going to step out, cheat, whatever it is. And it's going to be bad.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You ever seen the meme? Arguments and domestic violence equals great sex or good dick, good pussy?
That's
Y'all
awful.
might have that. But how long will that last?
Yep.
Especially if you're looking for a life partnership.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Most Caribbeans get with this without knowing education as far as science and biology and
Hmm.
polarity. My grandparents were like this. Mama and Papa.
Hmm.
Aries, Papa, Mama was Pisces. She hated that he wasn't dominant. She had to always take the reins.
That's so funny.
You see what I'm saying? It was always, I never saw love between them. And I said this in the season 3 premiere, the menstruation one. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, there is somebody for somebody. But if you're a submissive woman, you cannot get with the submissive guy. Why? Well, this nigga's not gonna be a decision maker. You are not. This nigga's gonna be shy like you. You are. This nigga's not gonna be as confident as you. You are. This nigga's gonna be cheating on you and stuff like that, lying, can't articulate himself, his feelings. You see? You're gonna be asking, why aren't you being open with me? I'm open. Why can't you be reciprocal? We're in a relationship. You see?
Mm,
Knowledge of self is paramount.
100%.
Studies have shown that in some relationships, it is equal in the distribution of power. However, men are twice as likely than women to have more power in the relationship dynamic. The higher a man elevates in his career, life, moods, intelligence, mind, finances, spirituality, he needs a woman who is supportive, cooperative, submissive, loving, compassionate, loyal, and understanding. Do I believe women date lesser? No. Unless she feels like she has options, then she settles for lesser. Do you understand that? Unless she feels like she has options, she settles for lesser.
Yes.
Okay. And lesser can be subjective. One woman may think if she commits to a high caliber man who is financially stable, who is also in a poly relationship, she's settling, even if she's going to get benefits.
Why? Because
Another,
she's in a poly?
yeah,
Okay.
another woman thinks if she settles, is if he's with a weak guy, broke, low vibrational, can't satisfy her in bed, can't protect, teach, lead her, is settling as well. See, that's why I said it's subjective.
That is totally settling.
The higher a man is in life, he may have quantity over quality, which is why oftentimes you see rich rappers or executive CEOs fuck the good looking, sexy McDonald's girl who has no ambition for more, or the Facebook IG model opportunist. Women, on the other hand, don't value appearance more than men do. But status, financial status, economical or social status, power, dominance, character, mindset is way more attracted to women. Therefore, the higher a woman elevates in her life or career, finances, popularity, and more, her options get slimmer and slimmer because the quality in a man she wants is a handful or already taken. Where now she may be inclined to sharing him. Whereas the higher a man elevates in life, he has a lot of options. Now, there was I'm not gonna mention who she is, a woman who is 31, gonna be 32, doesn't have kids.
She's famous?
Caribbean, I'll say. No.
Oh, okay.
She's in school, right? And we've talked about this. She's a cancer sign. We've talked about this, right? You know, being together and stuff like that. I said about the poly thing. That she said that's the only thing she won't do. Everything else she will be open to and do, but she says, I don't want a man that's not gonna be loyal to me.
Okay.
So weird how women, the loyalty thing, they make me cringe. I'm like, how is that not being loyal? If I'm always being honest with you, how is that not being? Okay, I'm not even gonna get into it.
That's another show, and I could explain it. You could ask me the questions, and I'll do that.
Let's have another show
'Cause I could tell you what they
let's have
mean.
another show. It could be a bonus one: loyalty versus faithful.
Let's do it.
Maybe that's what she meant.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm just still technical.
That's gonna
I
be a good show.
apologize. So now we're having this conversation. She was with a shit guy. The guy got money, traveled, right? We had this conversation, and I said, she said, the guy travels, all this other stuff, right? She was with him, same ethnicity as me. Well, one of them. I got both. Now, the guy, I said, so tell me about the relationship. Oh, in the beginning, you know, he said he had a purpose for dating. No, he said he didn't. So I left. Came back, said he does. I said, did you give the panties away?
He does now? All of a sudden?
I said, I think she did a year after.
Okay.
He does. I said, did you give the panties away? She said, yeah, of course. We went on a few dates. I went like this. Shit.
Sorry.
You're fucking. I said, he got the power now. What are you talking about? I said, because look at the track record. You didn't even put two and two together. How come a year ago he didn't have a person dating you left? 9 to 12 months later, he does, and he gets the pussy. So where's the relationship now? It's stagnant. Yeah, he got the prize. Well, I'm not gonna say that's the prize, but maybe for a lot of men it is. Right? A lot of men, that's all you got to bring to the table. He got the prize. I said, you're opposed to me being straightforward with you and saying this poly and saying how the lifestyle would be in our future and everything like that. We're gonna build together. We're gonna buy property and all this. You're gonna be one of my wives. But this guy travels and you don't think you're sharing him? You're telling me he travels. You're telling me he travels and he ain't got no other bitches around?
Or even just hitting it one time?
This is her. Stuttering. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't. So what ended up happening? I ended it because I said, you see, women like you are inclined to getting bodies. Why? You go on a first date with a guy, he tells you what you like. You don't study him enough, vet him enough. You give the panties away. It doesn't work out. Next guy go on a first date, You see how you're getting bodies? You're accumulating bodies. You got to preserve your value. You're a rarity. Latina, which is rare. Don't have kids yet, which is rare. Over 30, you still going to school. Got your priorities state. You got value too. You're submissive. You could cook, clean, cater, be supportive. Give emotional support. You know how valuable you could be to a man? So now she's like, but I want a man to be loyal to me. Keeps coming back to me. The manipulation, trying to change me. Now it's like we'll do this and then we'll end. She says, "You want me to submit to you badly?" And I'm like, "See, now I have to be a fucking savage.
I was
Cause
waiting
this
for this.
woman thinks I need her. Now I have to be a fucking
I
savage."
wish I had my popcorn.
So now I said, "Ma'am, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You don't mean shit to me. We never went on a date. We didn't build nothing. Technically, you're just an IG follower. We just DM and send funny memes to each other. You don't mean shit to me until I make you something special to me. I'm not these other guys you're used to. I don't want you to submit to me. You want to submit to
Ooh, what she
me.
say? What she
But you're
say?
projecting that upon me to make it feel like I need you. You think you got options, baby girl? A real gangster moves in silence. Everybody thinks they're a gangster until a real gangster steps into the room. A gangster don't need to say he's a gangster. You see it. I got options, but I don't talk about it. Women that say they got options don't. You look at me and her, who could be same caliber. We both don't have kids under 40 years old and stuff, right? We got all these things working with us. I'm the bigger prize still. I broke it down.
What'd
I'm
she
the bigger
say?
prize. She's like, I could see what you're saying, but LOL. Couldn't finish. Don't debate with a master debater. Don't have war of words with a Scorpio man who's also an alpha dominant.
Mm.
I'm being nice. I don't want to say being
I
nice.
don't know if that
I
was
was
too
being
nice. Honest.
I was
You were
being
being
honest and
honest.
courteous, and I wasn't throwing shit in your face. Now you're like, you're the one that wants me to submit. Baby girl, how is a man gonna tell you he already has women in his life, but he's thirsty for your submission?
Mm.
At the end of the day, ain't no woman gonna like a man or be sexually aroused by a man who's thirsty, acting like he needs her. That's the
That's true.
irony. So when you telling me about, oh, you want me to submit? Baby girl, I'm already playing chess. You playing checkers. I'm steps ahead of you. I understand female nature more than you do. You the one that want to submit to me. That's why you still here. I had already
Mm-hmm.
unfollowed her once she said she wasn't gonna be about my lifestyle. She's the one that's still following me, sending me DMs. So who wants to submit to who, baby girl? Let's talk about who's being real and who's in denial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I had to check her real quick.
Mike,
I had to check her real quick.
you sure
That
did.
listen, from now on, this is how I ended it. From now on, do not text me, do not DM me unless it's one of these three things. You want to know how to write a book? You want to learn about BDSM? Or you ready to be a submissive to a dominant so I can teach you? Or a submissive and poly to me? Huh?
Wow.
If there's anything else, do not contact me. Don't send me memes. Don't send none of that stuff. Clearly, you think I'm thirsty for you. We gonna see who's thirsty for who. So when you throbbing and your pussy cleaning and you missing me, you the one that's gonna come back. Cause I'm occupied, baby girl. I'm focused on my goals. I got shit to deal with. I got property to close, baby. I got shit to. You want a husband. You want kids. I'm chilling right now. I can make that shit when I want because I know men are in charge of commitment. I know men say, "Do you want to be my wife?" Women don't. And if a woman says to a man, "Do you want to be my husband?" and gets down on one knee, she don't respect that man. Huh? I'm aware of all these things. I have leverage. I have power. Even though me and her never interacted. You
Interesting.
see? So I had to check her real quick, like, yo, not only did this shit make me feel a type of way because you thinking I'm thirsty for you, now we gonna see who's thirsty for who. Cause I had already unfollowed you. So now I'm putting a stipulation stern. Do not contact me because you got free access to me. Remember I talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the reasons that these women that have built shit, I block them. I delete them. Why? Because it's a privilege to see this man. Yeah, I'm stroking my horn now. Or what do they call it? Tooting your horn?
Tooting
Yeah,
your horn.
it's a
Toot
privilege
toot.
to see this man. So when you
It
come on
is.
the YouTube, it's a privilege to see me. That's why I don't post selfies.
And me too.
I don't post my abs. I don't post my tattoos. It's a privilege for you to see me here. Our presence is a present. So when these chicks think they could just come on your page, oh, we're IG friends. No, 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 no. Now it's not a privilege for you to see me, to interact with me, because everything I provide is a gift. Huh?
But you can still see him on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So keep going there.
Yeah. So women have to learn you more. They have to learn you more. And the problem with a lot of these women is, and that's the same woman that wanted a gentleman and a beast. Like, you're gonna get this fairy tale man, this fictitious man, that a lot of men are not like me. You're gonna get this man, right? So here's the thing. What a lot of women don't understand is they are so young-minded that they put every man in a bubble. A lot of them don't look that there's a hierarchy of men. And if you want the highest value, highest status, highest caliber of a man, you have to sacrifice. And guess what? These women want to manipulate their way to get these men. That's what they want to do. They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to give shit up. They want to see if they could keep all their benefits and keep their ideologies, but still get that man. False.
You're on fire tonight.
Yeah. Because I'm tired of these chicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these chicks and I'm tired of these guys. The guys are the problem. That's why these girls think this way. The guys are too lenient and they give things away and they want to simp and they want to bait it. Let them do whatever they want to do. And that's why these women are the way they are. Yeah. Nobody's firm anymore. Everybody's a pussy in this generation. Everybody's just soft. Everybody's worried about what other people are going to think. If I put my foot down in my relationship, I'm a bad guy. I'm a narcissist. I'm misogynist. I hate women. I'm prejudiced against women. But nobody talks about misandry. Women who hate men. Men aren't shit. All men cheat. Yeah, women don't talk about that. Men who are prejudiced against men. They don't talk about misandry, but they talk about misogyny.
That's true.
You done?
I'm done.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned into one of the most controversial, raw, uncut, no holds barred, real podcast, Discipline Therapy Podcast. Peace.